If you feel alone, even when people are around you, this might explain why. Not the kind of loneliness that comes from being isolated, the kind that shows up in the middle of noise. While you're laughing, while you're texting back, while you're sitting at dinner with people who care about you. And still, something feels missing. Something feels distant. Like no matter how many people are around you, nobody can quite reach the place that hurts. And here's the strange part. Sometimes the loneliest place in the world isn't being alone. It's being surrounded by people who think they already know you. If you've ever felt that way, stay with me, because what you're feeling may not be what you think it is. You've probably gotten good at being fine, at showing up normally, at replying on time, at laughing when you're supposed to laugh, at keeping things light so nothing gets complicated. And people probably describe you as calm, easy to talk to, even strong. But what they don't see is what it costs you to stay that way. Because somewhere along the way, you learn how to exist slightly behind yourself. Not fully open, not fully closed, just controlled, safe, manageable. Because if you stay a little closed off, nobody can hurt you deeply. But also, nobody can really reach you either. So every interaction becomes a quiet calculation. How much do I say? How much do I hide? How much of me is safe to show today? And over time, that becomes exhausting. Not because people are bad, but because you're never fully in it. You're always partially observing yourself. You answer, "I'm good," on autopilot. People stay, but the version of you they're staying for isn't really you. And that's why the loneliness never fully leaves. Because it's hard to feel known by people who have never met the real you. Not from being unloved, but for never being fully known. What if this feeling isn't telling you that something is wrong with you? What if it's revealing something you've been asking people to do, that people were never designed to do? Even the people who love you most are still human. They get tired, distracted, busy. They care deeply, but they cannot carry the weight of being your entire source of peace, identity, or belonging. No one can. And maybe that's where the confusion starts, because you were never meant to find your entire sense of being known in other people. They were never built for that level of responsibility. It's like trying to drink from rainfall. Sometimes it feels like enough, sometimes even more than enough, but never stays. It comes and goes. It depends on timing, on mood, on availability, on circumstance. Now, imagine building your entire sense of being okay on something that inconsistent. No wonder the emptiness keeps coming back. No wonder you feel unstable even in relationships that are actually good. Because rain was never meant to be your source. Just like people were never meant to be your only source of feeling fully known. There has to be something deeper than that. Something stable. Something that doesn't disappear when someone is tired. Something that doesn't change when someone misunderstands you. Something that doesn't depend on how social your day was. This is where Psalm 42 suddenly feels different. As the deer pants for streams of water, not for attention, not for validation, not for people, but for water that actually sustains life. And maybe that's what this feeling has been all along. Not just loneliness, but thirst. A deeper internal signal pointing somewhere beyond what's visible. Even Elijah went through this. After one of the most powerful moments of his life, he collapses, not into celebration, but into isolation. He sits under a tree and asks for everything to end. And God doesn't rush him, doesn't correct him, doesn't lecture him. He lets him rest. He lets him sleep. He lets him eat. He meets him in exhaustion before anything else. And then, not in fire, not in wind, not in noise, but in something incredibly quiet, almost unnoticeable, a whisper. Because not everything in you is healed through explanation. Some things are healed through presence. So here's the lie most people carry without realizing it. If I just had more people, I wouldn't feel this way. More friends, more conversations, more plans, more noise, but never holds for long. Because you can't fix depth hunger with surface level supply. And this doesn't mean people don't matter. They absolutely do. But they were never designed to carry your entire sense of being known. That responsibility is too heavy for anyone. So when they fall short, it doesn't mean you're unlovable. It just means you've been asking something finite to do something infinite. And that mismatch is where the pain lives. Not in you, not in them, but in the expectation itself. So hear this clearly. You're not too much, not too sensitive, not too complicated, not too hard to love. But you're also not meant to be fully held by every person you meet. There's a kind of knowing that doesn't fluctuate, doesn't forget, doesn't misunderstand you permanently, doesn't get tired of you, doesn't reduce you to a version of yourself. And if you've never felt that kind of knowing before, it doesn't mean you're broken. It just means you've been looking for it in places that were never designed to carry it. If you're still here, don't force anything. Just sit with this idea for a moment. What if you didn't have to earn being fully understood? What if being known wasn't something you achieve, but something you stop resisting? And if this reached you quietly, you don't have to prove anything in the comments. But if you want to respond, just write, "I am known," not as a statement of certainty, but as a small willingness to believe it might be true, even if just for a moment. And maybe that's where something begins to shift, because you were never as unseen as it felt. You were just never taught where to look.